Pots made of clay fill our world, and a variety of vegetable plants and flowers fill those pots. It's expected that the seed planted in a pot will produce the plant and fruit pictured on a seed packet. You don't plant a pumpkin seed expecting to get a petunia. The plant and fruit produced result from the DNA in the seed. It's what's inside that counts.
I want to live my life closer to Thee.
Pots made of clay produce a variety of results. It is all dependent on the seed that's planted, and that applies to those in Christ as well. The Apostle Paul shares with us in 2 Corinthians chapter 4 that the spiritual DNA God has placed in us is the unseen eternal of the life of Christ. We are always carrying around in the body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be manifested in our bodies. Both the life of Jesus and the death of Jesus are part of who we are in Christ. Those in Christ know the death of Jesus involves His suffering and His death on the cross. Jesus died that we could be forgiven. He paid our debt before God. Despite the fact that we are not much more than jars of clay, we belong to the Lord. Because of the death of Christ for us, we die to ourselves. We bury personal desires that would lead us deeper into sin and would compromise life in Christ. Sinful habits and life patterns that would add cracks and mars to these jars of clay. We also turn from entanglements with our culture. Being woke is trendy, but does it conflict with your faith and life in Christ? Despite how popular they are, as a child of Christ, are you carefully discerning the movements of cancel culture that are of interest to you? Because of the death of Christ for us, we flee from anything that asks us to compromise our DNA, who we are in Christ. For those in Christ, our goal is that the life of Christ may be revealed from within these jars of clay. The life of Christ brings peace and joy. Peace with God and the joy of knowing we belong to the Lord. The life of Christ also brings love and compassion, hope and confidence. The love of Christ for you is why you love others and look to their needs. It's why you face conflicts and difficulties with hope and the confidence that God is with you. Do those you encounter in life know your spiritual DNA? Do they see the fruit of the unseen eternal of the life of Christ in you? Pray with me. Almighty God, I am pressed and pulled by life around me, pressed and pulled by my sinful self within, pressed and pulled by our culture. By your power, let the life of Christ be seen in my living. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thanks for joining us. If you're seeking services for symptoms of mental illness, please talk to your primary doctor or a health professional. Don't have one? Consider one of the resources listed here to find help. And God's peace to you.